Hello everybody, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Vandanagalu, Namaste to all my North Indian friends. Thanks for making an attempt in watching my video. Before I get into the reason why I'm making this video, I really need to apologize to all my friends, families and relatives for me being quiet for some time, say 1.5 years. So why am I making the video right now amidst this pandemic, global energy security crisis, food security crisis, and all the outbreaks of locusts, etc. So what I thought is that when you were able to convince somebody, you must be having a title, only then the people will be able to listen you. So but that's the wrong postulates which I was encountering to myself. Then I got this wonderful book called The Leader Who Had No Title by the Robin Sharma. He was lucidly explaining about there is no requirement of the title whenever you need to ask some questions to the public domain. Alright? See, if at all you guys remember exactly an year ago, at this time I had uploaded a couple of videos in the WhatsApp.
Many of the people
saying that there is something which is strange thing going on this planet called Earth, the elixir of Goldilocks zone. So but then I quit. I dropped down the plan of making the further videos. But now it's the time for me to reveal. Look, the idea of making this video is not self-centric, but an underdirection act in order to make everyone convince themselves how much responsible we are to this mother planet Earth, to just keep aside the materialistic as well as the spirituality. We need to strike a complete balance and how to proceed our further life in a very articulated manner. Let me water down the underlying facts about this particular channel and defining the objectives in a different category. So for example, the political, the first one goes, nowadays we keep on hearing about these buzzwords, say example left wing, right wing, center party, one side, and the other side extremism, infiltration, terrorism, cyber attack and whatnot. There are so many things which are happening in this world, but these are merely a gesture of power game tactics to acclimatize the power. Yes, you're right. Do you think we have done enough to curtail the above said hegemonic idea? So else, are we being too complacent about everything which is happening in and around us? Did the current form of governance, say within India or out of the border of India, did that make an attempt to reduce the malicious act which are happening everywhere? So for that matter, did the democratic form of government made an attempt in resolving it? Or say the Maoist form of communism or any monarchy? Did all this or any of these at least solve the current problems which are happening within the world? Putting my thoughts into perspective, say for example we had seen this Syrian crisis, Uyghur Muslim crisis, Rohingya crisis. So for that matter, within India, the Naxalism has been penetrated around this Chotanagpur plateau, which is bewildering. Look, we Indians and India had a cultural civilization. Now the question is, why am I saying had a cultural civilization? Are we not carrying it till date? That's the simple question. So ironically, nowadays the other country, say in a recent news, the Taiwan was portraying the Lord Rama was thriving to attack the dragon of China. So this is so ironic that the other country are trying to making us to recapitulate what is our past, but forgetting one thing. Though we are currently talking about the Hindutva kind of India, but perhaps we are fundamentally forgetting few things which we are not following at all. Say the qualities of the Lord Rama in the Ramayana, as well as the Lord Krishna in the Mahabharata. The whole idea of the fight or the massacre which had happened during those days is to project the duty of the individual, the dharma, so which we are failing at the current situation. So everything is being faded away. So we are no way giving any respect to each others. So not say at least for the human beings, if not for the animals. So many wrong things are happening. However, Ramayana and Mahabharatam are considered as an mythology. I mean, so-called mythology, which is altogether an history without denying the fact, which is another hot topic to be discussed. So let's make a separate video on that. Now, jumping into the second objective of this channel, that is the social condition of India. First of all, the inherent or the indigenous idea brought down by Indians, that is the uncategorical classification of the class or the caste-based distinction. Now, the fun fact which I need to make a point over here is that when the sultans, the Mughals, came from the Persian or the Afghan region, the present day the Irans or the littoral Gulf countries, when they had ended up staying in India, when they were lingering on the Indian soil, initially they did not have any of the classification within the Muslim culture. After ending up in our land, even they started to say there is this Rajput Muslims and Yadav Muslims and Bundelkhand Muslims, etc., etc. Till date, there is this huge classification where our leaders are utilizing or taking the advantages of the religion, the caste base, the sex, all those kinds of racisms which are happening within India. Are we not serious about till when we are going to stop all those things? Do we really have any of the ideas which we can put forward so that there will be at least the minimum stoppages and in the future there is complete elimination? The next third category is that economic. See, there is a huge inequality or the disparity among the poor and the richer, which are getting wider and wider like never before in the history of human evolution. Look, we all know this proverb saying the richer are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. So what are we doing to make this lacuna very minimum level? At least nevertheless, I need to mention we are not trampling them directly, but there is an indirect factor in each and every cases. Within India, there are about 100 million people who are living under extreme poverty out of this 1.36 billion citizen people of India. That's a huge disparity, Maybe that's the value which has been portrayed under the government data, but there are still lacuna or the discrepancy in the system itself. Look, that's how we will be carrying forward under the three different classifications: the political, economic, and the social conditions within India and the international affairs. Look, it's not that we human beings are lacking in the knowledge of being human or kind, something like that. It's not at all. It's simply to put it in perspective. We are not harnessing our energy into the particular direction. That's all we need to do is just focus. Or guiding factor need to be added into our innovative mindset. Alright, so by saying that, what I'm going to bring to you guys is that each and every day, or say for weekly thrice or something like that, the problems which are happening within the individual level as well as the society level as well as the national or the international level. We will discuss all the problems. Perhaps the bigger picture which we need to provide is that the solution. Let's also inculcate this solution to all the problems, and we can see the pursuit of happiness. One more thing which I need to add before I end is that the pursuit of happiness in humans' life is far bigger and greater than what we are thinking. Let us broaden our horizon. Let's make this world, especially the human as well as the nature centric, rather than only being human being centric. Let's not wake our mother planet again to create such a pandemic. Let's not do this anymore. By saying that, and the final thing is that the 5 W's as well as the 1 H, that is why, where, what, when, who, as well as how. These are the things we will be discussing about a particular topic and correlating this 5 W's and 1 H factor. Then we'll discuss and we'll get into some kind of solutions or amicable conversation. Thank you guys for patiently listening to my talk, as well as I guess you will be contributing some of your time and your idea and the thoughts throughout my journey as well as your journey. So let's make this world beautiful again. Thank you for listening patiently. Once again, thank you very much. If you like my channel, subscribe it and share to your friends. Thank you very much, guys. See you. Bye bye.